Okay, so back to the Kingston Conley motor rebuild for the Walker Turner drill press. Just got done cleaning up the castings with some citrus cleaner and slash degreaser, I guess, and some water and a brush. They cleaned up pretty well. I'm kind of on the fence as to what to do. It's looking pretty good in here. You know, there's some chips of some paint over here. I guess there's a little sawdust I missed there. The purpose of cleaning it was I was going to strip it using the citrus strip. Never used it. Again, Keith Rucker on vintagemachinery.org has used this to do some of his lathes. So I was thinking I would give it a shot on this motor and then eventually on the press itself. You know, so this casting is pretty good. This end, you know, there's some wear kind of through the paint there. You know, I don't have a parts washer, so I couldn't go real crazy with it. But I use a citrus cleaner and a brush, and it came out pretty good. This one I have a little more concern with. You can see the paint's chipping through right there. Right there, it's all worn away, kind of rusty underneath. So I think I'm gonna have to strip it, even though they're not terrible, just because I wouldn't want to leave some of this rust and have it come through later, especially down in this box in here. But really this corner over here, I don't think I would be able to match the paint. This is kind of pretty dull. It's a dull black. I don't think I would be able to match that just by touching it up. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger and see if this stuff will strip off. Trying to avoid the wire wheel as much as possible and just try to get it off with the citrus strip. The center band, this thing's in rough shape, so this would have to get done no matter what. Interestingly, here's the original color, I'm guessing, the original black, because this is what was under the tag, and it's a gloss. It's not a flat black, it's a gloss black. So I'll have to make note of that. And then over here too, where the capacitor was, nice and glossy under there. So looks like maybe at some point somebody just resprayed it with a flat, or it just got dull, one or the other. Definitely got to do that. Here is that capacitor cover, so that's got to be done. You know, once it's all cleaned off, once most of the paint's off, I'll hit it with a wire wheel just to get the surface rust off before priming it and painting it. Same on here. This is this cover that goes back over there like that somehow. Same thing. Gonna try and get whatever paint's on here off, then hit it with the wire wheel. And the same with the caps, the capacitor caps. I took that grommet out off of that one, and here's the other one. So again, still don't have anything to hang my phone on, so I'm not going to do this on camera, but once I get it, one of them loaded up and painted on with the citrus strip, I will I'll just show you what it looks like, and then we'll let it sit. Okay, that went fairly easy. I just used a little brush and brushed it on pretty liberally. It's already starting to dry. It's a little cool. My basement's probably only 40 or 50 degrees down here. So I don't know how that's going to affect it. We'll let it dry probably overnight, see how it goes, see what happens in the morning. On another note, I'm going to clean this switch up a little bit. Clean the contacts. I'm not going to unsolder it. See if I can get that in the light. which is right in there. They're not they don't look too bad, but it's hard to get in the light there. But I just have some, a strip of 600 grit sandpaper. I'm just going to fold it over, close the contacts on it, and just kind of pull it in and out a few times, just to kind of take anything off of there that's maybe polished on there, or just kind of clean it up a little bit. Do that, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, I think that worked out pretty well. It only took me, I don't know, 30 seconds, but you can see contacts are in there, pretty good looking now, at least what I can tell. They're perfectly flat when they close, so it should be good operable condition now. Once I get start putting things back together, I'll put a little bit of maybe dielectric grease or something back here on the hinge, just to make sure that operates smooth. Clean it up, clean up the switch real good with contact cleaner. Haven't done that yet, but I just wanted to clean out those contacts real quick, and it seems to have done the trick. Next, here, let me put this aside for a second. Got a little package today from McMaster Car. This is the first time ever ordering from them. I have to say I'm very happy with it. I ordered $7 worth of parts, paid $5 in shipping, but really, how can you ship anything for less than $5? And it was here in a day and a half. Not even. I ordered, what's today, Friday? I ordered these Wednesday night, and it was in my mailbox this afternoon. I was at work, but it was here this afternoon. I gotta say that's pretty good. Not sure where they're out of. I know a lot of people use them. Again, Keith Rucker talks about them all the time. Other people as well. So I went ahead and got something I was going to need, which is quantity 1 pound, 1/8 by 1/4 inch round head rivet steel plane. So I don't know what I'm going to do with a pound of rivets, but that was the smallest I could get, and like I said, it was only $7. But here we go, rivets, and those are going to be to replace. Let's see. I can get this open one-handed. Hold on. I can get it in there one-handed again. Time to put the phone down. So here is old versus new. I couldn't get the old one back in the other corner just because it's mushroomed out a little bit, but I'd say it's a pretty good match. Seems a little long, but from the seems a little long, but from the research that I did, that's the proper length, based on the thickness of the two pieces of metal that will be getting joined, plus leaving enough to mushroom or to upset on the backside. That's what it said it's supposed to be. Plus, I think they were the smallest ones I could get anyway. Or maybe not. Maybe they were smaller, but that's what it's supposed to be. I don't think it says what the length was on here, but when I looked it up, I did. I used the calipers to put the two pieces of metal together, measure them. I forget what they measured out at, how many thousandths, and then you know, that's what I used, and that's what I came up with. So we'll see. We'll see if they say it's correct or not, or we'll see how it works out, I should say. If they end up being long, you know, $15, I'll get some more. And if anybody needs 500 or so rivets of this length, let me know. I'm going to try and clean these labels up. I might try and do that right now. In fact, I may strip these with the exception of that red part right there. No, I don't know. Still got to think. Still got to decide what to do. We'll see. Okay, this stuff's starting to dry up. I just kind of scraped a little bit off there just to see, and it looks like it's going to come off pretty nice. I'm taking the liberty of wrapping some of these old dried out wires. There's a couple spots that are cracked, the insulation right there. So I have this cloth friction electrical tape. Parts of this motor were already used, had already used that. Right here, this is all the same stuff. So I'm just kind of extending it down in a few spots. Right here as well, here and here and here. That's all existing. So I'm just going to kind of touch up these spots, these wires, just to kind of make it a little more safe. It's the first time using this stuff, again. Not to harp on it or not to beat a dead horse, but Keith Rucker did this on his motor rebuild, I think, for his LeBlond lathe, 3-phase motor. I think that's where I saw it. So I picked some up, a couple bucks, $3 or something like that at the hardware store, and it seems like it's pretty good stuff. So that's what I'm doing now, and then that'll be it for today. And then I gotta get a can of spray paint to do these labels. I'm a little nervous about doing these, but you know, whatever. We'll figure it out.